Hello people of YouTube, how are we all doing? We've got a big job on our hands because we're trying to move this group of cows. Now, we're taking them to somewhere a little bit different. We're doing something a bit different. I'll explain that in a minute, but we've got a job on our hands in the meantime because now this is gonna be a moan coming in. Someone decided to walk across our fields and leave the gates open, which meant that this big group of cows here, I think it's about 70 or 80 cows in here, ended up with the bulls back in with them. So there was a field with the 5 bulls in, and there was like a couple of gates and a lane and whatever else in between. Someone went through them, left the gates open. Yeah, and now we've got to get the bulls back out again. Now, something that's occurred to me with this is that the Labour government have pledged that if they win the next general election, they're going to bring in the right to roam in England. Now, they already have that in Scotland. Obviously, Scotland's a little bit less populated than England. We have there's a village over there, 8,000 people. There's one there with 10,000. There's a couple over there with like 500. There's another one with a few thousand over there. We're near a town about 3 miles that way of 100 odd thousand. Leicester is that way with 500,000 people in it. And you get these people just walking across your fields. And if we have the right to roam across here, this kind of thing is going to happen more often. And somehow I feel like we're never really consulted in these things. They just think it's a good idea. And I get their logic. They think like more people in the countryside, then more people will respect the countryside, which yeah, kind of makes sense. But they never consider that people have to run around and deal with the mess like us. I feel like they think that we're just sat in the house all day waiting for this kind of thing to happen so that we've got something to do. Whoever it was that actually let these into this field, go on! If they worked in an office and I went and hacked their computer system and inconvenienced them for half a day, they'd be fuming, wouldn't they? But it seems all right for them to do it to us. No one seems that bothered about it. So, yeah, right to roam it's not getting my thumbs up at the minute. This group's got all the heifer calves in it, and then we put the stabilisers in here. So there is some bull calves in here with the stabiliser bull calves. We just wanted to group everything up so we had less groups to deal with. Now the bulls are supposed to be out, even though, you know, this has happened. Hopefully it'll make our life a little bit easier. But we'll get these in, move these bulls out, and then we'll show you what we're doing with them when we've done. Might I add as well that they also broke this electric fence that runs along here, and the cows were running around in this arable field. It's a good job harvest was over, because it could have been a hell of a mess. And if you need to reiterate a point, see this gate? What you're supposed to do is you shut it. Oh, the gate's bent as well. Bull's bent the gate. You bring it like that, you pull that bolt, and it just shuts. You see now, look, nothing can get through that. So if you're the kind of person who likes to leave gates open, that's one for you. First one's here. This is Yeti. We managed to leave 2 in the field, so oh, dust in my eyes. This is the 3rd one. There's 2 still in there. Wizard and Lewis is still in there, which is arguably going to be the hardest 2 to get out. So we managed to get them bulls sorted, get them out, which is good. That's one job ticked off the list. Now we're going to take these cows up to a field right up the top. I'm going to talk to you when we get there about what we're doing, which is a little bit different, which is just the reason for this video, partly to moan, but also to explain this, because I just thought it might be interesting seeing it. I'm going to point this out while I'm here as well. This is that grass that I drilled in February when everyone was telling me it wouldn't grow, and it is just chock-a-block full of clover and chicory and all sorts of stuff. When we first grazed it, it was round your waist and you couldn't walk through it because it was just tangling you up and tripping you over. You all had me worried when you were telling me it weren't going to grow. I thought I'd done the wrong thing, but yeah, pulled it off. Fortune favours the brave and everything.
Oh, that's on.
I think that's on.
Oh, let's go fancy.
So here you are then, something a bit different. We've got this old stubble here. This is actually some of the forage rye stubble, and it's all started to grow up again. So in here we've got some weeds, there's some grass, there's forage rye, there's some wild oats, there's all sorts of stuff in here, like just everything you can possibly imagine. It's all grown up quite tall, so we decided just to bring some cows up and graze it off. We did 14 acres of it, and that held a group of cows for probably best part of a week. There's about 30 acres here, so should realistically hold them for a good chunk of time. We've put the water onto pasture pumps here. We've got one here, Dad's just gone to get another one because there's a brook line there that carries water all the time. And as you've seen, we've been running the electric fence on this insane electric fencer. Now, obviously it's good, as you can tell by how high Dad jumped when he touched it. This is, let me hop over here. Ooh, I was gotta be careful. This is the Gallagher S40 solar powered electric fencer. It's awesome. Rob at PastureTec sorted me out with it, so if you are interested in that, it's a brilliant electric fencer. It's great for this if you want to go around arable fields. It's really good when you want to divide fields that you might have like really long covering and you want to put a separate fencer on or anything like that. Awesome fencer. And all of this wire that goes around the outside of here is all 400-meter rolls from PastureTec as well. So we've got this stuff, which is the red stuff, and then on this here, which is brand new rolls this morning, is some green stuff. This is the premium PastureTec wire, so their own brand wire, and it's got some copper coated stuff in there as well, so it has better conductivity, so essentially go for longer in one strand without losing power. And we just got this all the way around here, and normally we would try and split these fields, but we're not going to do that because we haven't got enough fences just to go all the way around and split it. So the cows will just mob on here until they have cleared the lot up, which should be quite good. There is some grass margins on this as well, but this time of year we can now graze the margins so they can have all the grass off the margins and they can clear all this stuff up in the fields and should, in theory, keep them for a good amount of time. Here comes Dad. I would like to challenge anybody to find a better rotational grazing setup than this. We've got the ramp at the front, we've got the rack at the back with all the reels on, close the thing behind. He's also put on, obviously that for wrapping it up. We've got this new little thing on here for unwrapping, so you can hook it on there, put your posts in as you've seen. You can't find better than that. Oh yeah, he's even got this clip here now. Got a new clip up here for putting his strings on for when he's doing corner posts, like this one over here. Because, you know, it's difficult to do corners with your normal kind of fence posts, where you just tend to use these metal bars, drive a metal bar in, and then you can put a little string around it like that and go around the corner. It doesn't conduct anything. And then you've got these little strings on the back of there. Anywho, that was something a little bit different, and it's enough of my moaning for another day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this kind of thing, we'll probably try and do a bit more. I'm trying to do some more videos. It's just not as easy as I'd like it to be, but I'm getting a bit more ahead of myself now, so hopefully we can start and churn them out a bit better. Have a good one. See you in a bit. Ta-da!